This mid-20th century is Africa's. This decade is the decade of African independence. Forward then to independence. To independence now. Tomorrow, the United States of Africa.
Hello and welcome to African Genius. Please be sure to join us as we explore the life of Kwame Nkrumah and his ambitious goals for the United States of Africa.
You know, you raise a very important point. Kwame Nkrumah was very keen on building what he called the United States of Africa, which Gaddafi was also talking about. There was a big debate in 1963 at the OAU formation between Nyerere and Kwame Nkrumah. Kwame Nkrumah was saying, ladies and gentlemen, let us not get too comfortable in our little states. Let's quickly move to the United States of Africa. Because when you become too comfortable in your nation state, you don't want to relinquish your position as president. Nyerere was saying, no, let's do it brick by brick. We move slowly, gradually to integration. We build a SADC type institution, we build ECOWAS, we build Maghreb, and then eventually we have the United States of Africa through gradualism. But that was a problem because that's what they decided to do. Kwame lost in that debate. And so they went the route of gradualism. Now here's the problem. When we are successful as the African Union, when you have the United States of Africa, there will be one president in the whole continent. Now, tell those African leaders. There will be no president in Malawi. There will be no president in Zimbabwe. There will be no president in South Africa. Maybe the guy will be from Cameroon. Cyril Ramaphosa will be Minister of Tourism for Africa. Is he ready? Emerson Mnangagwa will be Minister of Chiefs for Africa. Is he ready? Mutharika will be a chief. So the African leader is the stumbling block. They want to be president of starving people. America has 300 million people and a GDP of $19 trillion. They have one president, they're doing just fine. China, $11 trillion, population 1.2 billion people, one president, and they're doing just fine. So it's possible for this whole continent to be run by one cabinet with one president. But the current leaders, little Botswana, little South Africa, are not ready. So they talk regional integration, they don't action it. So Nkrumah was right, Gaddafi was right.
Now Kwame Nkrumah was a Ghanaian politician and a revolutionary. He was the first Prime Minister and President of Ghana, having led the Gold Coast to independence from Britain in 1957, an influential advocate of Pan-Africanism. Nkrumah was a founding member of the Organization of African Unity and the winner of the Lenin Peace Prize in 1962. Now, after 12 years abroad, pursuing higher education, developing his political philosophy and organizing with other diasporic Africanists, Nkrumah returned to the Gold Coast to begin his political career as an advocate of national independence. He formed the Convention of People's Party, which achieved a rapid success through his unprecedented appeal to the common voter. He became the Prime Minister in 1952 and retained the position when Ghana declared independence from Britain in 1957. In 1960, Ghanaians approved a new constitution and elected Nkrumah as the president. His administration was both nationalist and socialist. This funded national industrial and energy projects, developed a strong national education system, and promoted a national and Pan-African culture. Now, under Nkrumah, Ghana played a leading role in Africa international relations during the decolonization period. Now, in 1964, a constitutional amendment made Ghana a one-party state with Nkrumah as president for life of both nation and party. Now, Nkrumah was deposed in 1966 by the Nation Liberation Council, which, under the supervision of international financial institutions, privatized most of the country's state corporations. Now, Nkrumah lived the rest of his life in Guinea, of which he was named honorary co-president.